back. Today is Monday's trade recap, November 17th, I believe. Yeah, 2025. On this day, we took 3 wins. 2 were plays on a funded account, and 1 was a play, or actually, we took 1, 2, 3. We actually took 4 wins. That's right. We took one at open on the eval. But yeah, so we took 4 wins yesterday. This was a pre-market play. I liked this one because we tapped into a 5-minute up here, I believe, and then we also inversed this 3-minute. And what's really nice about this type of trade is we had an order block here. This constitutes as an order block because it tapped into a key level here, which in this case was the consequent encroachment of this 5-minute right here. So if we take this 5-minute, go like this, mark this out as 5, you can see if I zoom in here, this wick right here is the 3-minute candle that created the order block. I'll just go back to 3 minutes so you can see. But yeah, we came back up, tapped consequent encroachment here perfectly, and had a lot of momentum downwards, both closing over this leg here, creating the order block, and inversing this 3-minute. So I took this trade on my funded. This was pre-market. I tried to set a limit buy order at this swing low right here. This was also my break-even point right here, and I was in this, I think 6 micros. I tried to take off 4 here, but I must have like had it wrong or something. I tried to do it by right clicking like this, but maybe I don't know what I did wrong. I thought it would do it at the level that I put it at, but it actually ended up just selling like right away. So, because these are market buys, that's why I had to do these. I'm so stupid. But so yeah, I ended up selling 5 or 4 of the 6 micros, like not even anywhere close to this. I think it was like right after I got in the trade almost. It was probably around, it was less than 10 points for sure. I mean, it was still almost $100. So by the time that we got break even and then came back down, it was like maybe like $200 at that point, because I think I scaled more here. And then this one, let me see if I remember this one. I don't know if I actually took this one or if I just forward tested it. Yeah, I just forward tested this one. This one was super A+ as well. There was honestly so many plays that worked, and just so many A+ setups today. It was kind of weird that I didn't want to take like back to back almost, but this sell side got swept, which was like kind of the main target. And then we just left like all of this buy side right here. This is just way too trend line. As you can see, the market then realized that. But yeah, that was another A+ play. We had a low that came down and kind of created relative equal lows with this low all the way down to the left here. And then we swept that with momentum, had a good wick, and we had pretty decent momentum back upwards. And like you could have targeted all this, but for me, I would have just targeted the bodies here or something like that, or targeted the 5-minute probably. So it would have been a nice little win there. And then market opened, and at this point I was already like gonna go to bed, because for me, I'm in Japan, and it was market opens at 11:30, so I get super tired now. But we ended up creating relative equal lows with this low over, or this order block here. My fault, not a sell side. It was an order block. But we were in, I think we were in a higher time frame PD array here, like a fair value gap to the left somewhere. And then we left this huge first presented gap, which is usually a really strong indicator. Like if the first presented is this big, it's usually a strong indicator that that is the direction of the market, at least that open. For us to like kind of inverse this, it's I feel like it's more rare than not. So at this point, I was just looking for something to get a quick trade, like heavy trade for my eval, because I bought another eval and I'm working on passing that one. But we got it half passed with this trade. I was targeting this 5 minute right here, I believe. And yeah, it was done in 2 candles. So that was super nice. Plus 1,500 there. Here's the account so that you can see it for yourself. 1,523 bucks on that. And what else is there? Oh yeah, and then this was the last trade I took. Super A plus trade. The only thing that was kind of sketchy about this trade, like every confluence I had was A plus. The only sketchy thing was that this 5 minute like closed right at the bottom rather than like just over it. But the confluences were so good that I took it anyway. Like I didn't wait for another 5 minute, because had I waited, I would have missed this trade completely and would have been caught up in all this nonsense here. But I entered just because like there wasn't really, like this is just such an A plus spot for price to at least rebalance, down to this 5 minute, or I think at that point there was a 15 minute here. Yeah, at least down to there. So yeah, that was enough conviction building for me to take this. So I took, because I mean going up I was looking for a retrace into a 5 minute to continue along, because I really wanted to have this as a target for me to take on my funded, but I also wanted to risk heavy on the eval and try to get it passed very quickly. So I ended up just waiting till all of this was swept. We had an SMT, we were in the macro, we were in the 15 minute, we swept all the buy side here, and we had good momentum, good closure here, highest time frame for value gap of the previous leg. And yeah, so I took it. It worked out well, but the only problem with this trade I had was I went in 5 micros and I got, what did I get? I got I think I scaled most of them pretty early, like around my break-even point, because it was kind of like an extra trade and I didn't want to like take a loss because I was over trading, because I'd already taken 3 trades. So I was just being super safe with this one, and we almost got stopped out. Pretty sketch. That was definitely a little bit of a heart, kind of gut-wrenching feeling almost, but it ended up working out, thank God. My full target was hit, and because I got stopped at break even so quickly, because I think we wicked down here and then just kind of like came and sat here for a second and then kind of like exploded. But because I scaled here and got stuck at break even, I did buy a re-entry just with 1 micro contract, just like on one of these little candle wick retracements here. A little bit of candle theory in action. But yeah, I just kind of bought 1 micro just to play it safe, because I wasn't gonna have like a crazy stop loss or anything. I was just gonna like risk 30 bucks. But I ended up catching another like 100 bucks here with that one, I think, was like 80-ish, 85-ish dollars, but still slowly building the account. I mean, yesterday we ended up, I think, over $450, so it's nice. But in all honesty, I do want to get better at taking cleaner trades. I think one of my struggles right now that I need to get better at is just having enough, like, trusting my conviction. Like, I'm at a point now where I trust my conviction enough to enter a trade. Now it's just a matter of when I'm in the trade, trusting and letting the trade play out on its own instead of like kind of hovering over it with my stop loss because I'm scared of losing. So like, for example, just going break even too early. Like, going break even here, there wasn't really anything here to go break even for. I think I went break even there because of was it a 2-minute? Yeah, there was like a 2-minute order block here that I think that's what I was thinking. But I kind of just slapped it in the middle of nowhere because I was just scared. Like, okay, I almost got stopped out here and lost $200. I just want to like go break even and not have to worry about it anymore, type of thing, which is one of my weaknesses for sure. And I want to get a lot better at just trusting my trades while I'm in them rather than just like trusting them enough to get in and hoping they work out. So that's what I'm working on. That's what I'm going to be working on going forward. 100%. Just like cleanliness of trades, cleanliness of entries. Like, I don't want to have to re-enter on trades anymore. Like, because I got stopped at break even prematurely, I don't want to have to deal with like lowering or raising my entry point because I got stopped out, even though like all the trades I'm taking are working out and they're all like A plus, trades. All their targets are getting hit. I don't want to like lose potential because of my own fault, in this case stopping my trades early. So I'm going to try my best from this point on to let things play out. Obviously, I'm still going to have break-even points. I think they're a super crucial part of trading the way that I trade. But like, if I take this trade on the 5-minute, like this was the trade. If I take this trade here, I need to like really let this shit play out because like, that was just such a good play, and I almost I practically did fuck myself. I only got, what was it? I think I got like it was something close to 200 from scaling, and then stopped at break even, and then plus another like 85 from the one contract. So it was like a 260-ish dollar trade, but I could have had almost $600 from this trade, because I wanted to hold for full TP. But had I like trusted the trade and held for full TP that's another thing, is like, instead of scaling like almost my entire position at break even, like, why don't I just scale like 1 or 2 contracts instead of like 85% of it? That like gives the trade some room to breathe. Like, I can lower my risk doing that, and I still like am rewarded by holding. Like, I'm not just getting $60 from holding one contract. I'm actually getting like, maybe a lot more. So this trade could have potentially been a lot better for me. I kind of fucked myself, but that's something we're working on. I'm nowhere near the type of trader or as consistent of a trader that I want to be. Still working out the kinks, mainly psychologically, if that wasn't already clear. But yeah, overall, still crazy day. This was another setup that presented itself. I think, yeah, this area here, there was a 3-minute. This was the closest leg. Super small, actually, but pretty crazy trade here as well. I don't know if I would have taken this one though, because there was so many things that already happened. But we did bounce off this order block that I had marked out, which was kind of cool to wake up and see. But other than that, yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Oh, before I go, the payout went through. It has hit my bank. Let me show you guys. This is the screenshot I have. You can see the money there. So the payout went through. Kind of crazy. I don't know how to feel about it. I mean, I'm excited. That's fucking awesome. I kind of just like, I feel like I just spawned this shit out of thin air, but yeah, we're gonna keep it going, trying to stay as consistent as I can and not really think about the dollar sign. I'm trying my best. Trust me, it's hard. But it is really exciting. So yeah, moving forward, working towards a $1,500 payout by the end of November. So I have like 2 weeks, and working on my consistency, both in like managing my trades type of thing and the psychological factor of managing my trades. And then, yeah, it's just, oh, and passing the second eval. That's what I'm working on. So yeah, pretty good stuff. Markets are being honestly getting super consistent right now. That's another thing to consider, is the markets haven't always been this consistent. So right now is a super nice time. I don't know why I keep saying super. I say it twice every fucking time. It's so annoying. But right now is quite the nice time to be taking trades, especially if you're somebody who might take more than one trade a day. Things have been extremely probable recently, so that is always nice. It sucks to have A+ setup and then, it chop up for no reason or just stupid shit like that. So super appreciative of that, and I think that's all I got for you guys. Try to cut this video a little bit shorter, although I've been talking for a while already. So all right, guys, peace out. I think we have news later this week finally, so that's good. Anyways, peace out, guys. See ya. Bye bye.